There are a lot of unknowns about Tennessee's offense in 2025, but there is one area that I am not at all worried about for this team this season, and I'll tell you what that is next. Hey, Lucas Panzica here from 1045 The Zone and A to Z Sports. Tennessee brings back less than 40% of its offensive production from the 2024 season. Of course, Nico Iamaleava out the door and heads to UCLA. Tennessee's number one receiver last year, Dante Thornton, now with the Las Vegas Raiders. Multiple starting offensive linemen, especially Cooper Mays at center, a leader, a foundational piece of this team in the Heupel era. And of course, the SEC Offensive Player of the Year, Dylan Sampson, who's now in the NFL with the Cleveland Browns, leaves after a record-setting season running the football for the Vols. You would think, and most people around the country probably do, that leaves a huge hole and a huge point of concern for Tennessee at running back. But I have to say, I'm not even remotely worried about Tennessee's ability to run the football in 2025. Why? Because since Josh Heupel took over in 2021, Tennessee has been among the best teams in the nation, let alone the SEC, at running the football. The Vols, in each of Heupel's first 4 seasons at the helm, have rushed for over 2,500 yards as a team in all of those seasons. They have finished top 5 or top 3 in the SEC in each of those seasons running the football. Last season, of course, Tennessee was the number 1 rushing attack in the Southeastern Conference. And they've been able to do it in different ways. When you look back at that 2021 season, that running back core of Tyon Evans, Jabari Small, it was a really running back by committee approach, and that carried into that incredible 2022 season. But in the last 2 years, really, it's been one guy that has emerged as the lead horse. Jalen Wright 2 years ago, and of course, Dylan Sampson in 2024. I think Tennessee goes back to that by committee approach in 2025, but I don't think the production drops off all that much. 3 running backs seem to be the main rotational guys this season. They are Deshaun Bishop, this team's lead returning rusher, Peyton Lewis, and the transfer from Duke, Star Thomas. There are other players in the fold that maybe could make their presence felt, like freshman running back Dwan Morris, a Middle Tennessee product, former USC commit, shifty, great change of direction, can be an exciting player for Tennessee in the future. I don't know how much of a role he plays in 2025. But all that to say, Tennessee's scheme sets up to be able to run the football. The way they spread the ball out, that threat of the passing game, even when it's not firing on all cylinders, forces the defense to account for those wide splits, leaving a lot of light boxes for Tennessee to run into. And they've taken advantage of it in the first 4 years of the Josh Heupel era. This season, more than ever, Tennessee may have to rely on its run game. And I don't know that it's what Tennessee fans want to hear, as last season, Tennessee turned into a run-first, defense-first football team, and it helped them to the tune of 10 wins. 10 wins may or may not be in the cards in 2025, but that run game, I think, will very much still be a strength for this team, especially as they break in a new quarterback. They break in some new pieces on the offensive line. They're still looking for consistency at the wide receiver position, some guys to step up. But the run game will always be there for Tennessee as long as Josh Heupel is the head coach. It's not what many people around the country would say, that maybe don't watch that much Tennessee football, and they think Vols, they think high-flying offense, big plays in the passing game down the field. And yes, it'd be great for Tennessee to get back to that this season. But in order to get back to that, they have to keep up what they've been doing in the run game. And I think that carries over right into 2025 with the by committee approach with Deshaun Bishop, Peyton Lewis, and Star Thomas.